Yeah, so Oswald was sent away from home when he was around 7 years old. And Oswald, when he's come home again, he's about 27 or so it was about 20 years ago. He used to be an artist. He was a rather decent artist in Paris. Now he's come home to visit his mother, and he's been home and he's written to his mother, like he still has some semblance of a relationship with her. He's sort of tormented by a sort of presence? Not presence. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Yeah, so I don't know, he's tormented. I'm just gonna leave it. He's tormented.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for companionship. I definitely. I mean, I haven't actually seen any other iterations of this character, so I'm not sure if that's something that's played off often. But I definitely have a bigger sense of levity. For one, I bring levity to at least the beginning. You know, as he goes on, he still keeps high energy, at least a little bit of levity, relatively speaking. I think that's my biggest addition to this character. Is definitely, I haven't played a character who's as nuanced as Oswald is. He's got a lot of flips. Like 180-degree, I'm happy, I'm really not, in very short amounts of time, which is difficult to do, believably. There's also difficulty in just the emotion of him, because he's had a hard life that definitely plays into everything, which is, it makes it hard to drop into levity still with him with the life that he's led. Definitely challenge in some of the bigger monologues he has, some of the bigger, denser chunks of line, but finding the not one-notedness of his lines, of his dents, because it can be easy to play everything off as a somber, depressing look at everything. So not necessarily just finding the one dimension, but like really being able to play play the multi-dimensions throughout the entire show. And I haven't had much experience in this realm. Up till this point, I've done mostly comedic work. So this is a big switch of, like, even in the more dramatic stuff I've done, there's always been, I've been relatively the comedic relief, but that's not the case this time. So playing that. Yeah. You may live the same life here as there, but it won't be the same life. I personally love that line. It's a nice moment he has in the show. It's a nice moment, and with his own life, he's lived. He's never really been at home. He's never really had his mother. He's facing a lot of challenges in the way he used to live his life. He can't anymore. It's not the same life. He has to accept that it's not the same life, but it's also a beautiful moment that it's not the same life. It's great. Change is great, but you also have to get used to change. Find one you love. To get this, I got audition with my favorite monologue. Obviously, we're here now. So don't be afraid to take direction. I mean, that's obvious, but lean in. There's agony, for sure. Agony. That is a double entendre, because I'm also that his life is agony, but also I'm playing him. So loneliness is another one. Purposeless.
Oh, nice.
I just realized those are three very negative ones.
Yeah.
Purposelessness. Wow.
I'm gonna change that last one. I'm trying to think of something positive here, but I'm coming up with a blank, and that's not good.
It could be something neutral.
That's also true. Something neutral, which trying to think of something non-negative,
Mm-hmm.
because he's a happy character. So I want to say the joy of life is a really big thing.
Joy of
The joy of life. And I forgot about that, and that would have changed a lot of my answers now that I think about it. Oh well, that's on me. I'm talking aloud now. The joy, because the joy of life is something that he paints about it. He loves the joy of life. He loves finding the joy of life. He loves his old life, as that whole my old life goes. That quote. I don't know how to condense joy of life into one word though. Don't expect him to maintain his current his current attitude and mood for long. Bipolar, he jumps fast. So one thing to look out for is kind of the underlying reason, precursor before jumping 180 degrees.
180, yeah.